Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of Draw Something. My name's Andy, and tonight's theme is going to be love song titles. Woo! So yeah, I've done song titles quite a few times, and usually how it works is I'll do some of them. Some of the drawings will be like almost literal interpretations of the song title. The drawings will be. And sometimes I'll just take the title and completely misinterpret it into a comical effect. The first one I'm going to do tonight is actually going to be right along those lines. Going to start off with a classic power ballad from 1979, Rex Smith's "You Take My Breath Away." So let me go ahead and get started on that here. Alright, so I'm drawing a imagination cloud to start off because it's going to be part of the overall scene. And I didn't draw it as big as I wanted, so I'll fix that. Alright, that's a little better. Alright, so with the artist being Rex Smith, I decided to make the main subject of this drawing a T-Rex. That's just, when I hear Rex, that's immediately what comes to my mind, is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So he's trying to stretch his little arms. Those probably are actually a little long considering the rest of his. They're not considering the proportions of the rest of his body. These arms actually seem a little big, but this is like he's really stretching them out. Hey, Irene Pena, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to Draw Something. My name's Andy, and I am doing live drawing by request. Welcome, Brad, Lauren, Ipsum. Welcome, Yohei. Or Yohai, however, I think it's Yohi. Thank you all so much for coming. So tonight I'm doing drawings based on love song titles. I'm starting off with Rex Smith's "You Take My Breath Away." Classic love ballad from 1979. And so far I've drawn a T-Rex. I'm getting to the take your breath away part. But yeah, if you have a song title you think would make for a fun drawing, by all means drop it in the chat. This is a by request show primarily. I just have some of my own ideas that I put out on the paper if there aren't any requests coming in. Oh, Yohei, good to know. Glad you're here. But yeah, change up the frown to make it a little more defined or pronounced. There we go. Okay, so what I got going on here is the pterodactyl is there's an evil pterodactyl that's stealing a jar of the T-Rex's breath, of all things. So the evil pterodactyl is quite literally taking the T-Rex's breath away. Oh, and I also almost forgot to include a name tag for the T-Rex. I'm going to trace over what I have so far. Yo, hey, I like that emote. Mike Brady, welcome, and thank you. And thank you for the heart emotes. Irene Pena, thank you for the 100 bits. Greatly appreciate that, as well as the raid. Thank you so much. I just realized I forgot to give you a shout out. And hello, Tracer Fit. Great to see you as always. Alright, there we go. For those who aren't already following Irene Pena music, definitely go give her a follow. She's a great music streamer here on Twitch. Singer, songwriter, plays the guitar. She's very good on all fronts. Who am I kidding? She's awesome on all fronts. What am I doing with this very good stuff? She's great. She's awesome. Definitely go give her a follow if you haven't already followed her. Mike Brady, you know, I had a feeling you might request this. Alright, so... I repeat, that's a great one. Definitely a fan of that song. Alright, so kind of slow starting this, but yeah, for those who just joined, this is a drawing interpretation of Rex Smith's You Take My Breath Away. So I'm drawing a T-Rex. Irene Pena, no, I don't believe it is. At least not like specifically focused on love. There is a romantic aspect to it, like, you know, I met you in a cave, you were painting there so low, I said you'll be your flame, follow you wherever you go. So there's a little bit of romance in there, but it's not the primary focus of the song. And I know I just bungled the lyrics, but I can't remember the exact specifics. Alright, so yeah, T-Rex's name is, in fact, Smith. Rex Smith. So now I'm gonna go ahead and draw this evil pterodactyl that's Did you roast new pork in the Statue of Liberty's torch? I mean, that'd be pretty cool, I think. Be a pretty great view. Man, I like pork. Alright. Just slowly putting this all together here. Alright, so... yeah, so it's a pterodactyl that's stealing the T-Rex's breath. And I'm about to draw, you know, his evil plan and what he's planning on using for the, what he's planning on using the breath for. Should be pretty funny. Also, I'll admit this is probably looking more like a bat than a pterodactyl. Which one is Tom Cruise? Was that for me, Irene, or was that for somebody else? I'm guessing if one of these two characters is Tom Cruise, it's probably the T-Rex. That would be my guess. This is like Tom Cruise in a past incarnation. Smith, when the dinosaurs were wiped out by the asteroids, Smith eventually got reincarnated as Tom Cruise. Oh, okay. You know what? Top Gun is yet another 80s movie I have yet to see in its entirety. I've seen parts of it, but not the whole thing. I've seen the movie Hot Shots, which was like a direct parody of Top Gun, but I've never actually seen the original Top Gun. Yeah, I know, Irene. I'm a failure. I mean, I just checked off Neverending Story off my list for 80s movies I hadn't seen yet. That was like a month ago, I think, that I watched it. But Top Gun has yet to be checked off the list. All right. As you can probably tell if you've been on my stream before, the music tonight's a lot more chill and laid back. I quickly threw together a romantic playlist. So it's all mostly pretty chill music. Brad, I haven't seen The Godfather either. I'm almost 30, and I haven't seen The Godfather. I claim to like movies, and I haven't seen The Godfather, and I'm almost 30. Shameful. But yeah, Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this dream sequence that's happening in the pterodactyl's mind right now. He's just gotten the T-Rex breath, but what he plans on doing with it is... He's got a big ol' mechanical contraption. My heart... Oh, Brad Lauren. Lauren Ipsum. That's a great one. Let me go ahead and add that to my list. My heart will go on. Yeah, that could have some very interesting possibilities. Alright, so... Alright, so he's putting up a big contraption that he's going to use the, he's going to hook up the T-Rex, jar of T-Rex breath to the contraption. It's got a mouth right here for him to lock it onto. And what's going to happen is the machine is going to spread the T-Rex's, the essence of the T-Rex's awful breath all over the prehistoric world, and it'll be so foul and vile that it'll kill off all plant life. There is some chemical reconstitution, I guess, that plays into it, because if a T-Rex, you know, just breathes on some flowers, it's not going to immediately kill everything off. But this machine has some process in it that leads to it being, like enhancing the awfulness of the T-Rex's breath. Oh, thank you, Irene. Thanks for stopping by and for the raid and for the 100 bits. Have a great night. So I'm going to draw a bunch of, you know, little mechanical things, bits of pipe, watch clock thingy. That's what it's called, a clock thingy. Some buttons, some flashing lights. You know, all the stuff that a, you know, giant mechanical contraption would have. Let me straighten up the paper here. Alright, so here's the kind of a shower head that that vents out all the enhanced toxic breath that kills off the plants. Alright. Alright, just gonna add a couple more details here. Also going to add some extra details here in the original panel here, just to make... Seems like my go-to to make sure that it's clear that it's a prehistoric era is to add a volcano in. Just kind of a weird habit I have. Adding a dense layer of clouds, that's usually another go-to for me. Here's that classic Bellinate style romance music. Alright. I think that'll probably do. Yeah, I think I feel good about this. Let me go ahead and date it, initial it. Then I'll go ahead and bring up the close-up view. Oh, Fergal F. Ferguson, great to see you here. No, good. Volcanoes are frequently featured in any prehistoric movie, TV. Alright, so I guess I'm doing something right. Alright, so Fergal, just since you might have missed it, this is based on Rex Smith's You Take My Breath Away, so it's a evil pterodactyl stealing a T-Rex's breath and holding it in a jar, and then he attaches the jar to his big contraption here, and it does some chemical enhancement, and it causes the it spreads this foul enhanced T-Rex breath, and it kills all the plants. So you can see all these flowers just rotting away because of the stench. All right, so that's what I kicked the show off with. Let me go ahead and move on to another drawing for was it Tracer Fed? I think you requested. My Heart Will Go On. Yeah, Fergal, back in the early weeks when I was still on YouTube, there was actually a trend of drawings. I think, actually, I think you were there. It was drawings involving corgis and butterfingers that got really complicated as I went on. The requests kept getting more and more complex and ridiculous. Alright, actually, Tracer Fed. Alright, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Brad Lauren Ipsum was the one who requested My Heart Will Go On. I'm actually gonna hold off on that so I can see if I can get a good idea for it. Right now I'm gonna go with another prompt that I set up for myself, which is Total Eclipse of the Heart. That old classic. No, but I mean that in all seriousness. It is a classic song. Oh, Brad, perfect. Alright, so... what I'm drawing here is a cave setting. Mike Brady, I love it too. Even if it can take a while. So yeah, I got a heart here, and I got a boy here who has flashlights for eyes, and if you know the song, you can probably figure out the connection there. One of the most recurring lines in the song refers to a certain kind of eyes. Alright. So this is, as Mike Brady posted in the chat, slowly it's coming together. I did have a more clearer image of what I was going to do for this one than I did that last one, which is why it took a while longer for me to get that one done. This one I had pretty well visualized. So yeah, I got a heart here in the cave. He's just walking through the cave. It's pretty dark in there. There's no real openings. Oh, Brad, that should make for some fun ads. Alright, so I'm just kind of tracing over everything I got so far. So what I have in mind when I do this, when I do drawings like this, is I want to, you know, kind of let it gradually reveal what it is I'm doing. The problem is that it takes a long time, so I feel like I might as well just get it out there instead of just waiting and waiting and waiting to reveal it, because it seems like it could take forever. I mean, maybe that's just me. I mean, maybe you guys maybe you guys feel differently. Maybe you're totally fine with that way of doing it. But I could also just come out right out and say what my plan is. Alright, so yeah, we got some rocks falling from the ceiling. One of them knocks the poor heart on the head, or I guess that's his head, or maybe it's just his body. He doesn't really have a head or a neck or a torso or anything. He just has his body and then legs. But yeah, go ahead and draw a few more falling rocks there. Alright, so because this character with the flashlight eyes is running away and is a ways ahead of the heart is, this is going to be a lot more clear when I colorize it, but the heart here is kind of shrouded in darkness, and so he can't really see the falling rocks ahead of him, so that's why he gets hit by one of them. But yeah, he's just in the dark. The kid with the flashlight eyes is just running ahead super fast, leading to the heart, saying the iconic words. Turn around, Bright Eyes! I love those cheese emotes. Of course, if that incorporation of the song lyrics wasn't corny enough, or cheesy enough to fit those emotes that just flew across the screen, here's another one. Wait. I'll go ahead and move the paper so it's easier to see. Every now and then I fall apart. As the cave says, as he literally falls apart with these little chunks of rock falling to the ground. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah, I'm just adding a little more detail here to the rocky floor of the cave. And also the rocky ceiling. Alright, I think that'll do. Go ahead and date it and initial it, and I'll bring up the close-up view. Wow, that was not centered on the screen. I apologize. So yeah, Bright Eyes is running off and leaving Hard in the dark. He begs him to turn around and let him see light again. And meanwhile, the cave every now and then falls apart. So yeah, there we go. Once upon a time, there was light in his life. Now there's only love in the dark. There we go. And I need you more tonight. And I need you more than ever. Alright. Let me go ahead and do the next thing here. Alright, so I think I'll go ahead and give Brad's request a shot. My heart will go on. Alright, so I'm just going to put out the idea that's currently in my head regarding this title. The term will go, go on it's just kind of making me think of the heart just telling this really long story and everyone else falling asleep while listening to him because he just keeps going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I mean, that could make for a decent drawing, but I also do think there might be a better idea I could go with. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Thank you, Virgo, for the hydrate and for the stretch. We interrupt this drawing program to bring you a new special segment, that being called Yoga Poses with Andy. Here we go. Stretch. Stretch. This one. All right. There we go. Thank you, Fergal. Go ahead and go back to the regular programming. Thank you, Fergal. This was a gift from DJ Mike Brady, along with a couple other shirts that I've worn on the stream lately. Alright, Brad says that can hold out until I have more inspiration for the request. I think I'll go ahead and do that. Got one more prompt that I wrote up for myself before starting the stream. It is Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. Dun 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 dun. Wow. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to keep it on the night. Alright, so let me go ahead and start this. Alright, so I'm drawing another jar It's the second drawing. I just realized the second drawing tonight to have a jar in it. Buttons. Giant googly eyes. Alright, so, can't take my eyes off you. I decided to turn this into another, kind of crazy interpretation. I mean, these all three of these have been crazy interpretations so far. But here I got a, kind of a nerdy craft guy who, for some reason or another, has a big jar of giant googly eyes. So the nerdy craft guy brings his new girlfriend into his special lair where he does his crafting, and it looks like it's a decision he might live to regret. Alright, let me go ahead and start tracing this over here. So yeah, his girlfriend just gets a bunch of giant googly eyes stuck to her through some mysterious way. And naturally she's freaking out, because that just wouldn't be a very pleasant sensation, having a bunch of sticky googly eyes all over you. And try as he might, he just can't take his eyes off of her. They're so sticky. I also wanted to just point out, or say once again, to anyone who has a love song title they want to request me to do a drawing of, I know that Brad's request is still waiting. I will get to it before the end of the night. I will get to it. Just gotta find inspiration. Easier said than done. But still, by all means, anyone who has any other love song titles they want me to make a drawing out of, go ahead and just drop it in the chat, and I'll add it to my list. Gonna try and make it so he's trying to peel the eye off of her hand, which sounds really gross saying it out loud. I mean, they're basically just plastic. Although the fact that they've suddenly gained sentience, kind of begs the question: are they really plastic, or are they made of some like special? Was the spell cast on them? Were they just made of some ultra or super plastic that's capable of becoming sentient? Who knows? Oh, Rose Rebel, you know what? That's a great way to go about it. Thank you, Rose, for that suggestion. And also, welcome to the show. Let me go ahead and add that to my list here. Thank you, Rose. I was kind of struggling for inspiration. That's a great way to go about it. Alright, thank you, Rose. Let me go ahead and trace over the jar of giant googly eyes. As you can see, a couple other sentient googly eyes are peeking out of the jar. Alright. I think that'll probably do. So it's the attack of the giant googly eyes. Add a few more here in the jar. Alright, there we go. I think that'll do. Go ahead and date and initial it. And bring up the close-up view. Ah, Brad, thank you so much for the claps. Alright, and speaking of Brad, it's time for his request. And somehow I've been here for almost an hour. Boy, time's flown. Alright, let me go ahead and get the title on screen changed. My heart will go on. The song that was inescapable in 1998. mean, I was really little at the time, so I don't remember it, but I know people who were old enough to remember 1998 know that song was everywhere. Alright, so I'm going to take Rose Rebel's brilliant suggestion and have this be a sinking ship with hearts. Yeah, Fergal, I think age is relative. Let me see here. Just looking for Rose's suggestion. So Rose, I might be a little slow tonight, but you said have the heart and sleepy ones on top of a sinking ship. Sleepy ones, I'm sure it's really obvious what you mean by that, and it's just not clicking. It's not, and my brain is not connecting. So if you could just let me know. But I'll go ahead and just start doing the basic outline of a sinking ship to start things off. Yeah, Fergal, so yeah, I mean, obviously I was too young to really, vividly remember 1998. But I'm almost 30, which maybe doesn't seem like that much until I think about all the people that are younger than me, and it's really weird to ponder that. Alright, she wanted them on top of the sleeping ship, that's right. Oh, how would you know, Mike Brady? You don't know. You don't know my parents. Okay, so sleepy ones. Alright, so I'm drawing 2 hearts on the top of the ship who are romantically, like, this is the, man, what is the romantic couple's name in Titanic again? I can't remember. But this is basically this is them as hearts, holding hands with each other as they accept their fate. Tragedy. Rose and Jack, thank you, Fergal. So I haven't actually... I know I'm really destroying my movie nerd cred tonight, but I also have not seen Titanic from start to finish. I know. I hang my head in shame. But that is a very funny observation, Virgil. Virgil, why would you spoil that for me? Man. Ruined the whole thing. Well, I guess I shouldn't complain too much. That's, 3 hours of my life saved. Brad, I could probably spend the next hour listing out movies I haven't seen that I probably should have seen by now. I've seen Gump. I have seen Gump. That is one I have seen. Also, I'm having kind of a nasty habit tonight of tilting the paper so you can't really see all of what's going on. Alright, so one thing I did in a couple of my my older books when I was in high school, I made comic books. One of the recurring jokes I did was adding a face to the moon or adding arms to the moon, just basically anthropomorphizing the moon, giving it a personality. I'm bringing that tradition back for this drawing here. I just had the idea. As I was going to draw a night sky, I thought, hey, now why not give the moon a personality? Bread? I mean, I can't really think of anything that I like that sinks. I do generally prefer things that float, especially if I'm on top of them. Sinkiverse. Sinkophobia. Brad, yeah, that is definitely a... That is not... Yeah, that's a good one. That's actually... That is a good phobia to have. Yeah, I'm not a fan of pain. Speaking of pain, there's some real emotional pain happening in this drawing here. This is kind of getting really... this is getting real. You have the moon sniffling and holding a tissue. You got these fish in the water. Like this is some really emotionally heart-tugging stuff. Heart-tugging. But yeah, Brad, is this do you have anything to add to this? I'm not really coming up with anything, but if you have an idea you want to add, by all means. Oh, good, Brad, I'm glad you like it. Let me go ahead and bring up the close-up view. Ah, tragedy. Alright, so I'm gonna try to do something a little more lighthearted for this next drawing. Alright, so I had there was another one that I thought, another song title I thought would maybe make for a fun drawing. That's a classic from the Bee Gees. How Deep Is Your Love? Alright. So what I was thinking was having the guy digging a tunnel with a heart shaped, with a shovel that has a spade shaped like a heart. I felt like that would be a cute way to go about it. Let's see here. I was initially thinking of having them dig to the center of the earth. I'm kind of rethinking that. All right, there we go. I think I'm finding my footing now. Been a little wonky tonight, I feel like. Not quite as on my game as I'd like to be. Once again, if anyone has a love song title they'd like to see me turn into a drawing, please drop it in the chat. Also, should probably reposition his arms to be more like he's digging, because that looks a little... That doesn't quite look like a digging pose. Let me see if I can figure this out here. Alright. Yeah, okay, I think I figured it out. Gotta do that, self-reference sometimes to make sure I got the body position correct. Sorry. Oh. There we go. I think that's better. Alright, so the guy's digging a hole with a heart-shaped shovel. He's digging deeper and deeper, and his woman, his love, I should say, I'm sorry, his woman, his love, is holding a tape measure, a special tape measure, that measures truly how deep his love is. Alright, so we got, Alright, so we got kinda deep, deep like, pretty deep, and all caps, deep. And of course, it just gets, the further the tape measure goes down, the more he digs, the more drastic the deepness will be. It looks like he's still going. He's not done yet. Truly, he has quite the deep love for his significant other. His wife, his girlfriend. All right. Gonna draw some flowers here. All right, I think I feel satisfied with this. go ahead and bring up the close-up view. All right, there we go. I want to just do a quick little look here to see if I can find another love song title that would make a good song. Or make a good drawing. My words are just not coming to me. So let me see how many I got tonight. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so I am actually feeling kind of, I feel like I could probably stop here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Got 5 drawings, not bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my end of show recap, and I will go ahead and just end the stream. Yeah, Fergal, 90 minutes is solid, but I've been going for over 2 hours for my last few weeks, so it feels a little underwhelming. Like, I feel like I wish I could go a little further, but I'm just kind of, I don't know, I'm just feeling kind of done. So I'm going to go ahead and just end it here and not drag it out further. But let me do my recap first so I can show what I've drawn. Alright, so first off we got Rex Smith, You Take My Breath Away. So I got a T-Rex named Smith, who has his breath taken by an evil pterodactyl who's going to use it to kill all the plant life. Oh, Fergal. I mean, I am single. I am still single. And yeah, he uses it to kill all the flowers because the stench of the T-Rex's breath is so bad. Next up, we have Total Eclipse of the Heart. So, the heart is begging Bright Eyes to turn around because the heart is just left in the dark. And the cave, every now and then, it falls apart. So, you know, he really wants Bright Eyes to turn around and get back there so he can find his way through this dark old cave. Alright, next up is Can't Take My Eyes Off You. So we have a guy who has a giant jar of giant googly eyes that gets stuck to his girlfriend, and she's not the least bit happy about it. He tries to peel it off of her. He tries to take his eyes off, and they just won't come. They're too sticky. Alright, next up for Brad Lauren Ipsum is My Heart Will Go On. Real tearjerker here. These two hearts are singing their final love song while the moon and a couple of spectating fish get all teary-eyed. It's a very emotional scene. But to end things on a lighter note, we have How Deep Is Your Love? Got the guy digging a hole with his heart-shaped shovel. And his lover is measuring it with her measuring tape. Kinda deep, deep-like, pretty deep, and deep. Let me make sure it's all on the screen there. So yeah, 5 drawings, not bad. I'm going to go ahead and just find a raid target. Thank you all so much for stopping by and hanging out and making requests. Let me see who I can raid here. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Brad. Alright, think I'm gonna go ahead and raid... Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and raid John Robinson. We're gonna head over to Sanctuary. Actually, scratch that. We're gonna head over to Justin and Evelyn. They're a very awesome dueling piano streaming team, husband and wife. I'm gonna go ahead and raid them. So have a great night, everyone, and have a good Valentine's Day. I'll be back on Saturday. Maybe not at my usual time. I have a dentist appointment Saturday morning, so I might be streaming later than 1 p.m. But we'll see what happens. So have a great night, everyone. Take care. See you later.